Hello children, welcome to Max class, and already we have revised 2 chapters, and today we are going to revise the chapter Triangle and its properties. Are you ready for the revision children? Okay, always do the revision on the back side of your homework note. Okay, no need to continue in your classwork note. You can do the revision in the back side of your homework note. Is it clear children? So to begin with, you should be confident over all the types of triangle. How many types of triangles do we have? We have 6 types of triangle. Based on sides, we have 3 types of triangle like equilateral, isosceles and scalene triangle. Scalene triangle, all sides are unequal. In isosceles, 2 sides are equal. In equilateral, all the 3 sides are equal. Based on angles, we have acute angled triangle, whereas all the 3 angles are going to be acute angle. All the 3 angles. In obtuse angled triangle, in that triangle, you will have at least 1 obtuse angled triangle. Okay, children. Next, in right angled triangle, surely one angle should be 90 degree. Then, we are going to see about, very good, centroid. We started with medians and centroid. A median of a triangle is a line segment that joins the vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side. See here, based on these 2 concepts, you may be asked for the definition or fill in the blanks. Okay, I may ask you, dash of a triangle is a line segment that joins the vertex of a triangle to the midpoint. This midpoint is the clue for you to identify that it is the median. If in the same dash, you can have like join the vertex of a triangle, okay, to the some other point, not the midpoint, then it cannot be median. Okay, the same way you will have perpendicular bisector, then perpendicular line is altitude, okay, then angular bisector. Okay, all these 4 are being discussed in this chapter, though you have in your text only 2 things, altitude and median. Apart from these 2, we have discussed perpendicular bisector and angular bisector. Okay, here all these median meets as a points at centroid, and all the properties of centroid should be known. It divides the lines in the ratio 1:2 or 2:1. The bigger part will be 2 parts and the smaller one will be 1 part. Is it clear? Centroid is defined as the point of intersection of all the 3 medians. And what other things we have learned? Altitudes. Altitude of a triangle is nothing but the height, and it is the perpendicular line segment drawn from one vertex to its opposite side. See here, they didn't give any midpoint of the opposite side. So there you should not get confused with both the definitions of median and altitudes. How many altitudes or how many medians or how many perpendicular bisector or how many angular bisector are there for a triangle? For all those 3, we have 3. Okay, 3 medians, 3 altitudes, 3 perpendicular bisector, 3 angular bisector. Is it clear? You may be given a diagram like this, and they may ask you, here they will give you letters like M, N, O, P, and they may ask you which is the altitude here, and there you may get an option like AM, AN, AP and AC or AO. Which is the altitude now? Can you say AP as your altitude or AM as altitude, AN as altitude? No. L is the only altitude. Is it clear? So you should know to identify the altitude or identify the median. And based on these median and centroid, you may get questions with numbers. Okay, in triangle LNK, Ln is equal to 14. Here I have they will not give you any triangles. Okay, in exam, in question, you will not have any triangle of this sort. I have drawn this because it will be convenient for me when I teach you. Okay, so there will not be any triangle here. Only these 2 lines will be there. So you should draw a triangle and try to write the given data in this diagram. Okay, Ln is equal to 14, Nk 22, KL 34, if Km is the median of the triangle, Km is the median. So surely this is going to be the median, Km. Where is L and N? Yes, L, N, K, no? So L, N, K is the triangle, Km is the median. It means M is the midpoint of Ln. That you should understand. Okay. Then now write all the measurements. Ln is equal to Ln. Full measurement is 14. Then Nk is 22. Then KL is 34. If Km is the median of the triangle, find the length of Lm. They are asking us to find only this small part, and it is nothing but half of whole Ln, because M is the midpoint. M is the midpoint in the sense Lm is equal to Mn. It's dividing that line segment into two equal halves. Midpoint in the sense it divides into two equal halves. When you cut a chocolate, no, you used to locate a midpoint when you share between your siblings, isn't it? Yes. So this is going to be 7. So what is the measure of length Lm? It is 7 centimeter. We are not using 34 and 22 anywhere while we are finding the answer. It's just to confuse you. So first draw the diagram, understand what is given and understand what has to be found. Okay, then try to write the steps. Okay, here Km is the median, M is the midpoint of Ln, therefore Lm is half of 14, which is 7 centimeter or 7 units. Okay, whatever unit is given there. Is it clear, my dear children? If they give you NO as median, O is the midpoint. You should understand and do it. Okay, the next question is, in triangle ABC, E is the centroid. They didn't say the word median here. Instead, they are using the word centroid. Where will we have centroid? Centroid will lie on the median. Only if we have median, we will have centroid. Because meeting point of median is centroid, no? Okay, even if you have centroid or median, both the questions, you will draw a triangle where you will have lines joining midpoints of the opposite sides. Here D, E and F are the midpoints of the sides of this triangle. Is it clear? Median or centroid. In both these words, you will draw a triangle with medians. Where these medians will join midpoint. Okay, so medians in the sense you should immediately in your mind it should strike as midpoint. Okay, find BE and ED. Now you have to find BE and ED. Where BD is 24 centimeter. They have given the whole length. We know another property of this median that it divides in the ratio 2:1. Do you remember? 2:1. Whenever we have ratio, the factor should be multiplied to get the original measurement, isn't it? 2:1. So we have 2x plus 1x is equal to 24. 2x plus 1x, 2 parts and 1 part. 3 parts is equal to 24. So what is 1 part? Wait, very good, 8. Okay. If I know 1 part, so what is 2 part? 16. So we got the value of BE as 16. Is it clear, my dear children? How to deal with problems if you have median or centroid or midpoint. Is it clear? Shall we move to the next question now? Okay. Yes. In this exercise, you should be thorough with all these 6 words. What are the 6 words? Median, altitude, perpendicular bisector, angular bisector, centroid, ortho, circumcenter and incenter. Direct questions will also be there. The meeting point of perpendicular bisector is dash, or dash is the meeting point of angular bisector. You will say incenter. Okay. Apart from this, you may be given a triangle as we have seen earlier, and they may give you perpendicular bisector line and they may ask you to measure the other part of the triangle. Okay. You should be thorough with the whole concept. Where will the circumcenter lie? Or where do the circumcircle lie? Circumcircle will lie outside the triangle where all the vertices lie on the circle. Incircle will be lying inside the triangle, touching all the sides of a triangle. Okay. You should be very careful with all these 6 words. Okay. Then what else we started with in this triangle chapter? Yes. First thing we learnt about exterior angle property of a triangle. What is the exterior angle property? You should be thorough with the statement also. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angles. You should know to locate interior opposite angles. Okay. How many exterior angles will be there for a triangle? How many are saying 3? Wrong, children. You will have 6 exterior angles. How? I have already told you, no? Each and every side can be extended on both the sides of this triangle. See, here I will get one exterior angle, here one exterior angle. Similarly, this side can also be extended on both sides. Here one exterior angle, here one exterior angle. Okay. So, totally 6 exterior angles will be there in a triangle. Okay. At a time, they will not ask you to find all. You should know to locate its pair interior opposite angle. Okay. Shall we start doing few examples? Yes, here it is. Here, this is the exterior angle. Even if you have many lines like this, you should not get confused. So many lines are here. Which is the interior angles for this x? Just to see the opposite side for this angle. See here, opposite side. There we have 2 angles, no? Those are the interior opposite angles for this exterior angles. Even though if you have many lines in that triangle, you should know to identify the interior opposite angle for the given exterior angle. Okay. For this exterior angle also, which will be the, yes, okay, you should know to identify. I don't want to confuse in the same question. Better understand and do it. Okay. So, exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So, you will just add it up and give the answer. In the next question, see here. Wait, in previous question, they asked us to find exterior angle given 2 interior opposite angles. In next question, we will have exterior angle measurement. They are given exterior angle and they are asking us to find interior angle. Do I know both the interior angles? We should have 2 interior opposite angles, no? Here one angle and here one angle. Do I know the measurement of this? Yes, it is 90 degree. They didn't give the measurement directly, but they have given the symbol which insists that it is 90 degree. Okay, so I have to find this x. Here, if they give you exterior and asking you to find the interior, it is going to be subtraction. Okay, you will subtract 125 minus 90. How? Because exterior angle 125 is equal to x plus 90, sum of interior opposite angles. These two are interior opposite angles. So, x plus 90 degree. If I transpose this 90 now, it comes in subtraction. Understood, children? They may give you exterior and ask you to find one interior, or they may give you both interior and ask you to find the exterior angle. Is it clear, my dear children? Okay. Now, what is the next property? Again with the same thing, but of higher order difficulty. No angle is being given here. Not even a single measurement except exterior angle. But we know that these two sides are equal. If these two sides are equal, the base angles are going to be equal. If it is x here, this is also x. And so this is 2x is equal to 110 because sum of interior opposite angles is equal to exterior angles. Okay, here I am not subtracting anything. I said no, if they give you exterior and find one interior, you have to subtract. Did I subtract here now? No, we are not going to subtract anything here. Okay. So, everything you have to have symbols like this. That's why I have given space here. So, 110 degree is equal to x degree plus x degree, which is equal to 2x degree. X degree is equal to 55 degree. So one angle